Hi, people of the world, people of this world. Wonder how many there are out there. Trillions, probably. An amount without number. Because God said that. He said, worlds without number have I created. I mentioned that to you guys once before, and I was taking us down a path of each individual person has their own world. And so you could look at it that way, worlds without number. But I have a feeling I was talking about worlds, like big worlds out there in the universe. I don't know. So much to wonder about. So there's this thing about don't put too much on your brain. Only take what you can handle and what you can understand. And that's why we're taught line upon line and precept upon precept, trying to understand the scriptures. Well, first you have to get into them. But I don't know if we ever really understand. I haven't been doing a lot of praying for inspiration. I guess I should. My hair's probably, I've got a hoodie on because I've been getting cold. It costs so much money to heat this place up with oil. And so we're not. So it's time to have a little space heater. Actually, it's just time to put on some clothes. And I'm a firm believer of that. All right, so what? It's May 23rd, 2025, and it's Lou. And I guess I want to rhyme with 2025 because I said, and I be still alive. I hope to be alive for a very long time. So I know that's a very poor joke. It's not really a joke, but you know what I mean. Levity. Levity means happiness, right? I'm getting right in front of this camera. I'm moving my chair up and I'll sit in it better instead of hanging off the edge. um, yes, there's a big difference in my hair from using that curler, the blow dryer with the big curler on the end, putting my hair around that like a brush thing. It's a lot better than if I just let it dry. If I just let it dry, it's all gnarly and it's wavy. Wavy's okay, but it's rough looking. Doesn't look as good. And I could have even probably done it better because I mean I could really get it in there and curl it. Put a bunch around it and let it sit there for a minute. With that heat gets really hot too. But you can turn it down. Just have to remember to do that. Anyway, I'm in here kind of chilling. That'd be the right word. Chilling. So I've got my, what do I have on under here? I believe I've got a t-shirt on. And this black too. Huh. Oh, okay. I know what it is now. I wanted to remember what it was. It's I got it used. And I don't always find anything that I want when I go, and I don't get the opportunity to go very much to these places where they have used clothing, you know, secondhand stores, Goodwill. You just have to hit it at the right time when someone's cleaned out their closet, or horrible thing to say, I guess, but you know, when people die, other people come in and just clean everything out and go take it and donate it or throw it away. So all I know is sometimes you can find some great treasures that someone else loved and now you love. And I like this shirt. It's got Benjamin Franklin on the front, and it's got those special glasses. And then it says phenomenon. I'm a phenom. I don't know if that's the right thing it says, but either phenom or I'm a phenomenon. A phenomenon. Anyway, just being a little bit silly, and I need to do little short videos, but they need to have some substance. So I'm gonna have to work on that, right? Right now, I'm gonna work on, besides this video, I need to just go ahead and get busy with life. I've got to figure out what I'm doing. And I got a big thing to figure out now. It's not all that big. I just make things big. In other words, I've got my car sitting in front of my sister's house, and I've had it insured this whole time. Well, the insurance just lapsed yesterday. And I'm not sure what I want to do about it, because it's there, I'm here, and it's it's a mess. Where my sister lives, the insurance was just crazy because of the zip code, because it's an area where, well, what I was told by Allstate is that Teslas are prevalent, and any accident involving a Tesla is going to cost a bloody fortune, so they charge you for that. Even if you're not, they charge you for what might happen instead of your record. My driving record is impeccable. That would be the right word. I believe impeccable. Anyway, so I could have went ahead and insured it, but then I told them my situation and where I am and what they said is that the car has to be in the location more than half of the year in order to be insured there. And I own property in Colorado. My driver's license is in Colorado. My automobile insurance is for Colorado. But I might have messed things up. Nevertheless, I did not go ahead and get my insurance, especially since I don't know, put me out of the running for insurance. Now here's this person wanting to keeps bugging me. Just wished I knew what was real and what isn't out there. I've been scammed so many times trying to get my car shipped across the United States to here. I went for the cheap price, and I shouldn't have done that. And yes, I was kind of warned. That sounds like it might be a scam. But I thought it was going to be real because I had my brother tell me, he put a search out and everything, and he used to drive cross country, and that is a real deal. Okay, so then he started getting all these offers to ship my car, but they were a lot of money. And so no, it didn't work. And so then I get these other prices. In other words, I went for the cheap price, one cheap price, paid the down payment, and then it all went Willy Wonkus. In other words, we have to secure a driver. Well, they should have already had that done. I think they might have already had that done, so they said, and then something happened where that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? They lead you in. They had my down payment, and then they switched things up on me, and then they're charging me a bloody fortune, and I just said no. Of course I lost my money. They're supposed to refund it, but they never. And then another company right underneath them, I mean, right at the same time, gets on there. And see, my brother was sending them to me, the ones that had the decent price. And then, so I don't know if that second one was working with the first one, because then the second one came along and I paid a down payment to them. So how stupid am I? Quite stupid. So now I've got this guy that keeps sending me text saying, "Are you ready to ship your vehicle?" And he's got a different business name, but that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, the point is, can't trust them. Can't trust them. Can't trust them. And so there I are. And then with my insurance, I don't know now, because she's probably got it all logged into my account, what all I said. In other words, my property and my driver's license and everything's in Colorado, but my car is in Washington and my body is in Pennsylvania. So I got to figure out what to do. And shipping my car would be the best. It'd be nice if like someone had a car that had a hitch that was coming out here anyway. Like somebody coming to Pennsylvania from Washington. I got family that does that every year. They go out from Pennsylvania to Washington and then they come back. Anyway, what I was saying is, if they had a car with a hitch, we could get a dolly. Is that what they call those things? Put a dolly on the back, and then you put the two front wheels into the dolly and haul it across the United States. Anyway, I'm going to have to do some praying about that. I don't know. So I don't know that I can get insurance now, because I've already let it be known. My situation is just strange. So here I be. Oh, woe is me. That rhymed. I've got to come up with some good stuff for my channel, don't I? Or I just need to call her quits. I'm tired of reading. I know a lot of you guys probably are tired of that too. But then there are those that would like my insight. And I don't know how much insight I have on that Old Testament. I know I've studied it right along with everything else, because my studying came from church and seminary. And so therefore, I did a lot of studying in the Old Testament too. I just don't know much about it. I might find out once I started reading. Okay, so I'm hearing loud voices and I'm way upstairs in my office. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I wish life could be easy. Why can't it just be beautiful and wonderful and sweet? I really hope it is good like that for a lot of people, but I just got a feeling it's not. I got a feeling we're all in this big old cooking pot. Keep adding the ingredients, to season us. Well seasoned, as they say. Isn't that funny? I didn't know that. They talk about a person that's older or a person that's been in the business for a long time or whatever. They're well seasoned. Well, I'm well seasoned, I guess. And yeah, I am a strange bird. I don't fit in. I could just let myself go and not have all these beliefs that I have, but then where would it get me? You know, people are out there thinking they're having a really good time, flaunting their bodies. I just can't believe the outfits I've seen. I don't know if I guess that's the red carpet. It's all these awards. They get these awards and they go strut their stuff and they don't cover their stuff up. In fact, they try to show it. I appreciate those who cover themselves up. I mean, you can let some show, but I mean, really, people, what are you doing? It's crazy the things you can see on Facebook. But those red carpet moments, those Grammys and Emmys and whatever the heck, all the different awards that they get, it's a chance to go strut your stuff. And some of the outfits I've seen, man, you know, in the old days, they'd be in jail or something for indecent exposure. It's not cool. Totally fucking indecent exposure, people. What's wrong with you? And why do we let it happen? And yeah, let's put it on the TV for our children to see. This is the way it's supposed to be, right? Did I make a few rhymes in there? I think I did. I'm just appalled. That's the right word. I am appalled at what goes on out there. I'm just like I said, I'm a prude. I definitely don't fit in, especially to you guys' society. That one out there that's in Hollywood. I don't think I'd ever fit into that. I just make people mad at me, and I don't want to do that. But you know what? What is it they say? That's not the one I want to say. There's just a lot of expressions that go on, you know. Anyway, I don't know what I think about life anymore. I was all excited, but now I'm not. And that goes from one minute to the next. It could change, you know. Just depends on if something's good going on or if there's something crappy going on. And I've just got, I know, I gotta quit bitching. Quit bitching, Mary Lou. I don't know what to do. And I'm getting a headache because I gotta figure out what to do. Life should not be that hard. So really, I guess what I'm gonna end up having to do is sell my car. If I sell my car, I don't gotta register it and license it and pay for insurance for a car that's sitting somewhere that I can't use. But I still have the problem that I'll be lapsed in insurance. And so insurance is high if you let it lapse. So I've let it lapse by one day. I don't know how much that changes, if that's the same as a week, 2 weeks, a year. But my head is saying, you know, I can't take this. So we're not going to worry about it. That's what I do. I don't know that that's the best thing to do, but sometimes that's all you can do. I mean, if you don't give your head a rest, I don't know. That's where those headaches come in. Now, I did not bring my purse in. Yes, I did. I'm sitting here wondering if I have a BC. I've run out of BCs in my box, so I buy a box of 50. And what I did was I took one of my pill bottles and loaded it with BC powders. This one is a fat one, okay? But inside there, or BC powders. I don't know if I have any anywhere else. What's going on down there? Okay, well, anyway, I don't know. I just know I wish that everything could just be beautiful and hunky-dory. Getting me a BC. I'm gonna have to buy some more here pretty quick because I'm running out. I do like that idea though. You can put a whole bunch of them in there. I showed you one the other day. It's just a little piece of paper. And the inside is powder. And that powder is aspirin and caffeine. Aspirin and caffeine. I just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I've had some food, but I waited until 3 o'clock to do that. See, I have not done good. I've been doing bad. So I must make amends. I must do better. Try to feed my body some good stuff. I hope you guys are doing the same. I'm going to take this. Okay. Well, that was a cock a taste. Oh, okay. I had some tea, so I took it with tea, but it didn't take it out of my mouth. And here's an old bottle of Pepsi, so I'm going to put some of that in there. Excuse me. Whenever I drink a carbonated drink, I'm going to be burping. I don't know about anybody else, but that's just the status quo. Okay. Happy. I've got that song kind of playing in my head right now. Do 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 do. 'Cause I'm happy. I don't know the rest of it. I know that it was all the rage once upon a time. People were dancing to it all over the place. And there were a lot of videos out with him dancing to that. He'd be walking down the road and everybody be dancing wherever he goes, singing happy. And I want to be happy. Man's search for happiness. That includes women too, okay? Women, whoa, man. Whoa, man. Anyway. So much going on in the world out there, isn't there? Just all you can see is what's right in front of your face and your circumference, you know, around you. And that's that world I was talking about. You have your own world and whoever you allow to be in it. Sometimes you don't have a choice as to who's allowed in your world. But there are a lot of reasons, ways to be in control. Except for we just have to be doing, we have to live by other people's rules, and that's not so easy. But any old whom So what could we do that would be fun? You know what I've been doing is I've been watching The Big Bang Theory. I like that show. And then I had to look up the word coitus. What is coitus? Well, I looked it up. I found out what coitus is. It's amazing what you can find out when you ask Google or Safari. I have Safari. I haven't changed it over to Google. I probably should, even though my YouTube channel is with Google. I'm pretty sure. And it's on my Yahoo. It's hooked to my Yahoo email. So I don't see that all the time. So I found I've used up most of my storage doing this channel. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I need to probably go and ask somebody to help me. Maybe get a flash drive or something that you can take off stuff. I need to clean it up. I need to make sure I don't have overabundance of my photo gallery. My photo gallery is way full. But then, then there's emails, and then there's pictures that you send on emails and pictures that you send on text, and some things you just don't want to get rid of, but then you find out you really should. So if you had a way to suck all that stuff down off of your device that you're using to make the movies, I mean, right now so far I've been able to, but what happens is when updates come along, I don't have the room to put the update on. And if I had the room to put the update on, then everything would be right and it wouldn't show that I have used so much space. In other words, it's showing that I'm using a lot more probably than I am. But then you have to get rid of a bunch of stuff in order to put the updates on. Anyway, I just don't like it. Tired of it all. But what did we do before the internet? Oh my. I know that the radio was all important to me from the time I was young. I don't know if Mom and Dad played music a whole lot, but I bet they played some. I know they were into Elvis, but Dad didn't like Elvis because he shook his hips. And all the women were after him, so he didn't like him. Well, I can understand. I don't like my man Googling everybody else either, Yeah, let's put these sexy, beautiful women out there showing their stuff, and then how can a man control himself? And then he's lusting after this other stuff, and it just makes me, look like a piece of crap. How do we compare to the beauty out there? I rhymed again. I don't know about anybody else, but I want my man lusting after me. Not all those beautiful women. And I guess men too. I hear you women out there. I've heard you in the bathroom at the bar. If you got it, flaunt it. I always say, yeah, let's show that stuff off. Anyway, I should shut up. I don't know that I ever will accomplish that. Someone should love you for who you are. And that could also mean your big mouth. I can understand, though. I can understand totally. But I'm not going to go through life being told that I got to correct myself, that I need to do better. I mean, I might need to do better, but I've done good enough, I think. And okay, yes, you're never too old to learn and improve. But I say that we all need to look at our own selves. You know, what is it they say about a moat? I'm not sure the exact words. Having a beam, BEAM, having a beam in your eye or a moat in your eye. Is that where it is? Anyway, you're too busy trying to correct others and tell them what they're doing wrong or how to fix their problems, and you're not looking at yourself. People need to remember nobody's perfect. And it's not so easy just to even be and to communicate and get words to come out of your mouth and to have the wherewithal to have a conversation with somebody, much less worrying about doing everything perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. Software update available just popped up, but I have to make storage space for it. And I've been uploading a lot of my apps, so they're not even there. So there's a problem. I need to find somebody who knows what to do with my phone. I need a device that will give me unlimited capacity so I can keep on keeping on. You know, like you have your unlimited usage of your internet. But I guess there's a different thing called storage. I don't understand it all, so that's another class I need to take. I would love to know how to use my equipment. And yes, I need to go to Colorado and get some stuff, and then I need to go to Downs and fix up my house, fix up the fence. And I don't know if the internet's good there. I know that I used to go just down the street to the library and use theirs, but you know, that's a pain. I would drive down there and park in front of their place at night because nobody was there and use the internet because we didn't have it at the time. I think we must have been new there, or we had just moved over to the other house. I don't know what the situation was. I do need to go get my car and make a little trip to Downs, Kansas. And I need a lawnmower and a weed eater, a weed whacker. I've got to call and see if there's somebody local that'll go take care of that yard. It'd be nice if you knew people so you could trust them, that's all. A certain person named Joe should go to that place in Downs and clean it up. In fact, you should go there and fix it up for me. If you're watching, you know what I mean. You owe me. Go fix my property so I can go live in it. Because sooner or later, I mean, by winter time, by the time winter comes around, I should be there living. And I do love being around my family, but you know, I feel like I'm just a burden, and I feel like I'm just sitting here waiting to die when I need to be living. I need to take advantage of this time and do something, just not sure what. I did have a path in mind, but I got a feeling that's been disrupted. Someone outside doing some lawn work. Can you hear it? It's a lawnmower. I wish I could take that just by drone, send a lawnmower by drone and then have it where you can do a remote control, have it mow my grass. I do need to go take care of that little house. And I could make it so cute. So the main thing is I need to get there and I need to clean up the yard and get the fence put back up. And then what I'd like to do is take a paint sprayer and some paint and spray the outside. And it really wouldn't take that much to change out some windows because it's just a little teeny house. It's only got, I think there's 2 windows in the living room, maybe 2 in the kitchen, and maybe 2 in my bedroom. So that's 6, right? Not only 6 windows. You can get windows for a fairly good price. You just have to be able to take care of it yourself, okay? You knock the old window out, clean it all up, and get the caulking or whatever it takes, and slide the other one in, caulk it in, do whatever. I don't know what all you do, but it seems like it should be that simple. It's just a matter of being able to hold the window. It's nice to have 2 persons to be able to get things done. I said nice because, yeah, you need someone to help you. You really do. But I could make that little house. Right now I call it a little shack. But I could make it be a nice little cottage. It could be really cute. And it would not cost that much to do. So I need to go do that. I just need to go do that and live there. I did find out, and I need to look that up. Salina is the closest place to get cancer treatments to Downs, Kansas. Let me see if Maps is on here. Probably not. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, what did I want to know? I don't remember what I wanted to know. I'm going to search the maps. Okay. I need my car. Search the map. Let's see. Orting has 8,610 people. It's a cute little place. I got another job opening I could apply for at Bonnie Lake. I've had a lot of emails from Indeed about jobs. And that would really be so sweet if I could go to work. If I had my car and had my insurance and had everything in line and I had a job that I loved, and one that I don't have to stand up all the time. I need to be able to stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. I can't just stand up. It's too much. I really love my little car. Doggone it. So, like I said, you never know when things will just turn around on you. When you think you're going down a path to a certain place and then all of a sudden you're not. So now what? What should I do? Well, the main thing I need to do, that's what it was. Main thing I need to do is survive without being in pain. And then I need to be able to travel around. Now let's see. See if I can remember again. Okay, I want to know how far away. Damn it. Search map. I'll just do this. How far is Downs, Kansas away from Salina, Kansas? I don't feel like hurting my brain right now because I have to change some things. So that's what I need to know. I'm thinking it might just be an hour. I was thinking an hour and a half. So anyway, I did check to see the closest place for cancer treatments to my little house in Downs, and it would be Salina. And I'm thinking that might have just been 45 minutes to an hour. That wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it'd be really great if it was just down the street. But also, it wouldn't be great because that would mean there would be so many. I mean, there already are so many people pouring in with cancer to get these infusions and things that I'm getting. That's a lot. A lot. It reminds me of that, some of you will have watched it, The Time Machine from way long time ago. And these monsters that lived under the ground ate the people. And they had it set up to where they would, they would feed them. They would provide everything for them that they needed, but what they were doing was feeding their cattle. And so then they would set up this alarm. This big old sound would happen, and everybody would stop what they're doing and walk towards this one place. And so everybody would go there, and they would take the ones they wanted to eat, and then the bell would stop, and everybody could go back to what they were doing. So that correlation was something I was talking about. Turn on the alarm and everybody stops what they're doing and comes to you. Well, what was I talking about? I don't remember. And it really isn't very funny, is it? So that's how that goes. Like my Papa Bear would say, first your money and then your clothes. Whenever you said those words, that's how that goes. He would say first your money and then your clothes. And he was talking about debtor's prison type of thing. So any old who, doesn't really matter. Wish I knew what I was talking about before. That made me think of those. And I saw that on, I was telling you guys about Big Bang Theory. And I saw that on there, the time machine. They bought the time machine and it was in their house. And then one was dreaming about those, I don't know what they called them, but those monsters that came out to eat them. So I don't know what my correlation was. Must not have been too important, right? And I'm not reading, so I don't need my glasses on. It's just I can't see myself as well, but I can still see me. And maybe I don't want to see me as well. So I'm gonna go through my stuff, get my office set up, and Jessica's done really good. She got me, well, actually, Madison gave me her desk that she wasn't going to be using anymore, I guess. And it's pretty cool. So that's what I'm using to do my videos with. And then Jessica sends me this message from work one day, and she says, would you like this, and I didn't know for sure what the heck it was when she showed it to me, but it is a filing cabinet, and it's black, matches my desk. You sit it at the end of the desk, and you've got 2 drawers and the filing drawer. which is just perfect. So excited that she had that opportunity. They're doing a lot of cleaning out where she works. They're trying to make space and capitalizing on whatever they've got. And it's just really cool anyway. I lost my desk. I would really love my desk that I had at my dad's. I love that thing. And it wasn't perfect, but it was a gift from God too. And I'm laughing because of me and my dad. We had I don't know what you would call it. I started to call it an altercation, but it's not really that. Just I was telling him that I wanted a desk. I mean, that I needed to make room. I was trying to figure out where I could put it, okay? Because I had decided I needed a desk for my sewing machine and for anything and everything, like doing videos. I don't know that that was what it was for, but anyway, what was funny is he said, "Do you have a desk?" And I'm going, "No, but I need to make room for it because all I got to do is say I want it and I'll have it." Guess what? I mean, he was being kind of mean to me. Next day, I walk out the door, probably going to go for a walk or something because that's what I was doing. Anyway, I walk outside, and there across the street on the sidewalk is this beautiful desk, free. I went walking over there, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, well, I need that. I'm talking to myself, right? Anyway, then I hear this voice calling out of the garage saying, well, you can have it. So then I asked them if they could bring it over across the street, bring it to my dad's driveway, basically, because I couldn't get the garage open and it was too full to put it in there. I had to find someone to help me put it inside. So Austin and his girlfriend helped me put it inside the garage. And those other people brought it over for me. And like I said, I consider that a gift from God. But it's also speak it out loud, and maybe it'll come. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I need to do some speaking out loud because I'll be wanting something really bad and I'm about to give up on it. I don't want to give up on it. So I need to learn how to manifest. I've been hearing that word. Manifest it. And I think it's the same thing, speaking it out loud, making it known. I feel like I got something on the tip of my nose. Maybe it's a sunburn. But I haven't been to the tanning beds in a couple, 3 weeks, it seems. And it's been all rainy, so I haven't been outside in the sun. But when there was sun, I did try to get some because it does make your skin look better. And vitamin D, 20 minutes a day during the 4-hour prime, 10 to 2, will give you, I don't know if it'll give you a full dose of your vitamin D3, but it'll give you some. And it did say about 20 minutes is all you need. So I want color and I want vitamin D. And the natural way is the best way, but anyway, it's almost 50 minutes and I probably ought to stop. I need to go down and get that. My daughter has a filing cabinet downstairs and it just happens to have a hanging file. So there's a metal bracket and then there's hanging files that hang on that metal bracket. Well, I need that for my bottom drawer. And she's got one that she's not using. So, but I have to unload the drawer and then get it out and then load the stuff back into the drawer. But that'll be so nice, and I can hang my files, and I can put them in that filing cabinet so that it'll be easier to work with. I can get to, and really I need to see about getting some material and some thread and seeing about sewing. Just gonna have to develop some talents. And some talents I developed a long time ago. It's just it was a long time ago, so I don't know. Got a song playing in my head, but I just can't. Something about somebody's pride and joy. Anyway, I hope all you guys do well in your life. And I hope I do well in mine. It remains to be seen. But in the meantime, I'm going to do the best with what I got. I'm going to go through my stuff and get rid of my stuff that I don't want. Maybe let someone else have it, that can use it. And then I've got to figure out, I've got to put a search out for someone to do lawn care in Downs, Kansas. That's a long ways to go to mow the grass. But that place would look a lot better if it was groomed. And then, like I was talking about before, that's one of the things I was saying, you can get a paint sprayer. And I have one, I just don't have the wand. But it would be worth it to buy the wand if the paint sprayer is still working. Take that and go spray that house. Make it pretty. Instead of all run down. Give it a little bit of a power wash and then spray paint it. Put some new windows in. New floor coverings. Maybe 2 doors. A front and a back door would be good. For the floors, all it would take is remnants because the rooms are small. Bedroom is 9 by 13. Then there's a small walk-in closet, that the carpet that you cut off the side, because you're going to get a 12-foot piece, 12 foot wide. You're going to cut 3 feet off of one side. So you'll get a 12-foot by 13-foot piece and make it a 9 by 13. And then you have that 3-foot section where you can take part of it and go into the walk-in closet. And then on the other side of the walk-in closet is the bathroom. You can't get to it there. You have to get to it through the kitchen. But I'm just saying that piece of carpet, that remnant of carpet would do both the bathroom and that closet. The part that you cut off, the 12-foot by 13-foot piece, to make it a 9 by 13. You've just taken care of the bedroom, the closet, and the bathroom. So then the living room is 11 by 11. No, wait a minute. The living room is 11 by 13. So you would need the same thing, a 13-foot piece of carpet, and then you would cut off 1 foot, and you would have your carpet. And then the kitchen is about 11 by 11, something like that. And I would be getting me a really nice piece of linoleum that you don't have to glue down. It just folds down, it lays right into place, and it doesn't slip and slide. You just cut it to the right size and get it in there. And then you've got a nice floor. You've got everything covered. Easy. It'll be a nice little house. But the way it sits, it looks like a little piece of crap. Because it needs updated. It needs work. And it's been abandoned for 10 years. So it needs some tender, loving care is what it needs. So I need a hose and a sprayer and some paint. I don't know what I'd do about electricity. I mean, I can turn the electricity on. It's just that people are so crazy about their deposits and stuff. All I know is I got to figure it out. I got to take care of it. I can either give it away as a project for someone else, just to get it off my hands and not worry about it anymore. But still, there's always that chance that I might need it to live in. That's the whole deal. I don't want to lose that. Even a little shack, still a place to live. Okay, that's enough of that. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to say sayonara. I'm going to go see what's going on in the rest of the house and see about food. I did have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but really it was the first thing I had to eat all day. I've got to do better. Got to do way better. And I do. I would like to find myself a little fridge for a little fridge, a little microwave. Because a lot of your stuff you can cook in the microwave. And the fridge, I could make a nice one dish meal that would give me enough food for several meals and leave it in my fridge. And just go there and get a bowl full and heat it up in the microwave and I got something to eat. So I just got to figure out what I'm doing. I mean, if I'm going to stay here and settle in, then I can go about doing some stuff. But if I'm not, I need to go about doing stuff somewhere else. But I really want to stay here. Things are going on. I'm going to be a great grandmama. In September, around the 20th, somewhere around the 20th of September, I will be a great grandma. And really, you just never know what might pop up around the corner because Jessica's children, all but one, are grown up and out of the house, and you just never know when they might have babies popping up. So there's Tyler and Carly and Madison and Kevin. Kevin's in the Army. We don't want babies popping up right now. Madison is doing an internship in welding. She's down on the, I don't know how to say it. I'm not sure exactly because I haven't been there, but I'm thinking out on the water. I mean, she's learning to be like a marine welder or something. I don't know. So, internship. She's working 4 days a week, and then on Fridays she goes all day and it's school. And she gets the weekends off. So, a baby would get in the way of all that. But then once you get your degree and stuff, a baby's going to get in the way of all that unless you're making a lot of money where you can hire someone else to take care of it. And really, if you hired a professional to take care of your children, that costs a lot. Anyway, I'm going to go see what's going on in the house, and I'm almost at an hour anyway. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next because I did finish the Millennium. And I think I've read enough for now. Unless I find something else wonderful to tell, to share with you guys, and I probably won't be doing that anymore. I'm just really not sure of anything right now. I need to rest my brain and figure out what it is I want to do with the rest of my life. Really, people. Now I've got a little bit of a headache, but you guys saw me take a BC, so I have to remember I took a BC powder. It should go away. So I must just have too much on my brain. And I'm not eating well. Because what did I do? I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I really should go down there and make myself my smoothie. I haven't been doing my smoothie. I thought about going down and having a can of beans. I mean, beans are good for you. They're protein. They have a lot of carbs, but they're protein. And over there, I have a product that I really like. I should show you guys. I don't know if I've shown it to you before. I might have. Okay. Now this is from the Dollar Tree. And they probably have it at other stores too. And I know you can get the same brand in a can. This is a bag, okay? And it's ready to eat refried beans. And they are really good. So, at one time when I was living on the farm, and it would work now too, is you can get a bag of rice that's already cooked, just like this. Shelf stable, so you buy it, stick it on the shelf. So then what I'm trying to say is, say you liked 7-layer dip or some semblance of it, you know, you can have the refried beans, you can have the rice already cooked. You don't have to worry about cooking it. I mean, if you like the stuff cold, but otherwise if you get a microwave, you just heat it up a little bit. Then you could, this is what you could do, because I wouldn't because of no teeth, but dice up some onion real fine. I mean, really fine. I would do that because I can do that. I love onion. So here we got beans and rice and onions, and you can have olives, and you can have tomatoes and guacamole, and you can have whatever you want in this dip, and then get yourself some chips and just go to town. That'd be good food. So I'm talking myself right into it. I'm getting a little bit salivating. I'm salivating. But really, I do like onions, but they have to be super, super fine because of no teeth. And yes, even if I put my teeth in, I just can't eat with them damn teeth. And I've been seeing stuff online, but you just don't know what you can believe for what you see online. I mean, they're making it look like there's these silicone teeth that just go back up in there, and most everybody can wear them, and that you can eat real strong, and you don't have to use adhesive. And I mean, they make it all sound really nice. God, that would be nice. So I do want to have some teeth, but I don't want, I mean, they seem like they protrude. I don't want them to. And when I eat, if I tried to eat with these teeth in my mouth, it's kind of like here's my gum and here's my teeth, and I'm trying to clamp these things together, but my gum is over here. Does that make sense? Anyway, I am going to try to start wearing at least my top denture, because then it will hold my mouth out and I won't have these wrinkles right here. And I know my top lip is not matching up with my bottom lip, so maybe it would. So I'll just have to try to start doing that. But in the meantime, and in between time, people, it's already 1 hour and 3 minutes and 43 seconds. You guys take care. It's the weekend. In fact, it's Memorial Day weekend. Have fun. And I know, I figured out why nobody was looking at my video, because it said it was my birthday. And it wasn't my birthday. My birthday's coming. My birthday is on the 28th. I just would love everybody to celebrate my birthday, but I don't know why. I just need my family too. That would be nice. And those of you who toast, you can toast with whatever. You know, toast with alcohol, toast with your favorite beverage, whether it does not have alcohol in it or it does. Here's to Mary Lou. She made it 70 years. So I'm going to be 71. So is that the beginning of 72? Is that how that works? I don't really know. All I know is I'll be getting up there. You guys take care. I love you. And I'm going to shut it down. I'll try to do it at 33. We'll see if it works. In the meantime, in between time, you guys love each other. Send some prayers out for me, okay? I could use them for a great life. Bye.